Breathing Space contains adult content such as substance use, sexual situations, and violence. This episode contains mentions of sexual abuse and cult behavior, death of a parent, human trafficking, drug addiction, and parental abandonment. Additional sensory content warnings can be found in the show notes. This ship and everyone on it is part of the Peregrination. That's what everybody else calls us. Call ourselves the family of families, or just a family. You know why?
Because you're all homeless, travelers, space hobos, no-goes.
All right, Ensign. Family History 101. Sit your ass in that chair and set your ears to listening.
Amity Archer was one of the first generation. Legendary. They're all relatives of hers. They call her Commodore Grandma.
You arrested me because your system said I was someone dangerous. Who was that?
An outlaw, a Rust Bowl drifter, duelist, gunslinger. Records say he's dead, but your bios are a close enough match.
A kind of person that only thing they have to offer the world that's worth anything is a sharp eye and a quick trigger finger. Someone destined to meet a bad end. Someone with blood on his hands.
Hello again, Miss Sanchez. Welcome. This is the Free Trader. Look to the stars and find hope. I am Etianne Calsdottir, and it is my honor to call myself her captain.
Etianne, Captain Calsdottir. I didn't realize you had taken a command.
Youngest in my people's history.
Ms. Blake, this is Heck.
Howdy. Pleasure to meet you, ma'am. That was your wife.
Can you believe it? I hardly can.
Oh, and there's a cerulean cloud right on cue. Time to strap in.
C. Did we just hijack a ship full of people on purpose?
Of course not. I didn't know they were here. I would have never put you... I would never.
I'll start making preparations.
One last thing, Preacher.
Yes?
On the launch, there'll be an infant. Please, could you see to it that they're cared for? They don't have anyone. At least not here.
I'm not sure I understand.
They're... another consequence that we're trying to set right.
Ah. I see. I'll make sure that they're kept safe. You have my word on this.
Thank you.
And now, Breathing Space presents Fable of the Family.
The stars are bright but distant, their fire's the only light. The coldest stars upon us, the gaping maw of night, alone against the storm front, no mortal soul could last, but shelter in my arms, dear, and this hard time may pass. Like ships upon the wave crests, we rise and fall and roll. Through squalls and gales we weather great forces beyond control, with no choice but to sail on. We will make the black our home. The strength we find in each other, and we'll never sail alone.
Open the cell.
Yes, sir, Captain. You're disturbing my sleep. Ugh.
Chief, I'm sure you have pressing duties to attend to. Please don't think you need to babysit the lieutenant and I.
Of course, Captain. Give me a squawk if you need me.
This is where you give me the fucking speech, isn't it?
I didn't have anything prepared. What sort of speech?
About how my father was the best damn pilot in the fleet and how I need to live up to his legacy. How I should be at least OF3 by now instead of being busted back to JG over and over. How I'm a virtuoso behind a stick, but I'm wasting my potential and just need to buckle down and learn to play the damn officer game on deck. Quit mouthing off and pulling stupid stunts like this one that land me in the brig on the regular. How my dad would be ashamed of me. Should be ashamed of myself. How I can be better, so I should be better. Or, some fucking bullshit like that.
Yeah. Sounds like a load of bullshit.
Okay. If that's all bullshit, then why are you here? In the brig? Talking to me?
Lieutenant, why did you join the Navy?
It's not obvious.
No.
You heard all that stuff I said about my dad, right?
I'll do you one better. I knew your father. Flew with him. But he was himself, and you are you. He had his life, and you have yours. And while we might have forgotten everything else that happened between our birth and our death, no one ever, 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 ever forgets their name. Why did you join the Navy, Lieutenant Junior Grade Thea Navia? Yeah, I thought so. Because, from your conduct, it sure seems like you don't want to be here at all. That's okay, you know. You're allowed to not want this life. We could get you out if that's what you'd prefer.
Really?
Yeah. If you want out, I'll start the paperwork today.
Captain?
Lieutenant.
Why did you join the Navy?
Ugh. Asking the tough questions. I joined for a lot of the same reasons you did, which all turned out to be a load of bullshit. But I stayed because I'm very good at this. And because sometimes we get to do some real good out here.
I could probably get behind that.
Captain?
Commander?
This is UN High Command, and this came in 25 minutes later.
Command sent this before the distress call was received. And did they reach through the thick velvet of time itself to pull that off?
It's not light delay. We're much closer to Neptune than Earth. They sent that message revoking authorization to respond to civilian green lines outside the orbit of Saturn hours ago. Well before the call from Otos was even sent. I don't like it.
Neither do I. This reeks of politics. Yes, Lieutenant? We don't normally raise our hands, but I like the idea.
Permission to speak freely?
Granted.
That look on your face, Captain. I know it pretty well. When I make that face, about 10 times out of 10, whatever I did next got me thrown in here.
Your point, Lieutenant?
Can I help?
Defying a direct order from UN High Command carries consequences greater than a week in a ship's brig.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like my kind of party.
I will keep that in mind. Commander, gather the senior staff.
Yes, sir. Department heads are mustering now.
Good. and get me everything we have on Odo's station. Orders or no, I can't stand the thought of people dying as I do nothing. But we're going to consult some level heads before we do anything rash.
For the record, I'm with you, sir.
Oi, Chief!
Yeah, Dingo?
I think they probably meant to ask you to close the cell door.
Right. Hands clear?
Hands clear. Chief, how long have you served with the captain?
5 years?
How does she rate?
Well, as far as brass goes, she's solid. Be a hard ass, but she knows when to let things slide for the greater good. Shit rolls uphill, shit rolls downhill, but it all stops at her. Solid skipper.
Okay, thanks. Can I bum with a lot?
Sure. Well, duty calls. Hang tight, Flabby.
All hands. Today, at 1340 local, we received a distress call from a civilian station in need of assistance. Without immediate intervention, they are in danger of losing all hands. 1,381. We have also been given explicit orders from Joint Operations Command to ignore any and all distress calls of this type, in violation of our UN Charter. The suits want us to let these people die. I, for one, am not going to sit idle and safe while my neighbors freeze. We're going. I know this decision will have consequences. From this moment forward, we are in violation of our orders and may face court-martial, dereliction of duty, maybe worse. If you do not wish to take part, inform your immediate commander that you wish to be relieved. Anyone willing to help, despite what may come crashing down on our heads afterwards, stand tall and fly true. Let it be known that when a call for help came from the void, the USS Arlington responded and came carrying a light in her heart. Amity Archer, out.
All hands, Station 1. All hands, Station 1. Prepare for a 2.1G maneuver. Cradles and PE gear required. This is a distress response. T-minus 15 minutes. All hands, Station 1. All hands, Station 1. Prepare for it.
You'll be fine, lass. You're not the first kid who's gone on a wander.
I know.
Why's your leg having a jiggle?
With all due respect, Captain Farson, shut up.
Series isn't bad. Too many people breathe in each other's air to notice any new folk on station.
Right.
There's a place up yon, that hatch, first sight, halfway up, catamaran. Show them your badge and they'll give you a bed for the night, let you get your station legs under you. And didn't let your gob hang wide open when you first go in. You family kids are green like the Garden of Eden.
Why? It's just a hostel, right?
Annie, it's a brass house. A house of truth. Cat house, whopping can, elevation station, a house of ill repute. It's a brothel and they don't sell soup. It's where they keep the
Okay. I got it.
Fine place, the catamaran. They're good at what they do, and they're kind. Can't say that about every place in the system. Do you ken where you're headed?
Yeah. I'll find work on a freighter or something. I'm able-bodied.
Fair plan. Well, you're not here to fuck spiders. Away with ya.
Goodbye, Carmi. Fly true.
Bye for now, wee Annie. Hey, good wander.
It's Bjorn Astral Shipyard, Sister Dual speaking. How can I help?
This is the Peregrination, right? If I said no, how big of a wrench would that throw in whatever conversation you're already planning in your head?
What?
Don't fret. Yes, Esbjorn has been the public face of the Arcturus family dry dock for over a decade now. But I don't think you're calling to order a spaceship. So, how can I help you?
I need to talk to someone about a murder one of yours committed.
Recently?
20 years, give or take.
That's pretty recent on the astronomic scale. Saturn hasn't even made it around the sun since then. On the other hand, if you're, say, a mouse, then we'd be talking about your great to the 99th grandfather.
No greats, no grands. My father and my mother. On a ship. The Cerulean Cloud.
Ooh, I know you.
Am I that infamous? I haven't even gotten into a gunfight yet.
Perhaps only infamous to people who knew one Brother Argyre. I owe him, and it sounds like we might owe you. So, I'll pass along your inquiry, see if we can arrange something.
Okay, do that.
Goodbye, friend.
Neptune orbital circularization burn in 15. Launch window closes in 10.
Dingo! Over here!
What you got for me?
Got a TA-12. You rated?
Hell yeah. Couple of 100 hours. Did the shuttle run at Angel till I was busted to JG the second time.
I don't have a deck officer for you, so you're running solo. We stripped the couches to increase capacity, so fly like you've got takeout on the passenger seat.
Roger.
Fly true, Lieutenant.
Arlington Tower, Tango Alpha Wind 2, Whiskey Zulu 5er, on deck. Request launch order confirmation.
Whiskey Zulu 5er, Arlington Tower, set Sierra Papa 316 for ATR launch. Squad channel is Tango Kilo 421.
Arlington Tower, Whiskey Zulu 5er, confirm ATR Sierra Papa 316 and voice Tango Kilo 421.
Whiskey Zulu 5er, Arlington Tower, confirm, cleared for ATR launch. Fly true, Dingo.
Arlington Tower, Whiskey Zulu 5er, crossing Greenville runway for ATR launch. Keep the aisles clear, we're gonna pack the place.
Whiskey Zulu 5er, Whiskey Zulu Actual, report.
Whiskey Zulu Actual, Whiskey Zulu 5er, 5x5, green across the board, ready to go.
We got no clearance on the local, so we'll be staggering our approach. I'm feeding you your insertion burn now. We have a limited window before the next ship is coming in behind you, so you load for 20 minutes and then you launch. Got that? If someone is halfway in the door, you close in on them and launch, or somebody will be landing on top of your ass, and you're a permanent part of the station. Roger?
Roger, holy shit.
What's the matter, Dingo?
I didn't know we had company.
It was a general distress call. Looks like everybody showed up.
That's gotta be 100 ships.
You're gonna get to know one of them real well. Tune secondary to Alpha Charlie 705er. That's the NMC cold morning, near your unload.
I'm not dropping on the Arlington.
We've got more skiffs than the others got space, and more than half the civilians can't handle one atmo. Pick up from the platform, drop them in a cold morning until they're full, or you're out of gas.
Roger, Whiskey Zulu Actual. Tune in now. NMC code morning. Tango Alpha Wind 2 Whiskey Zulu 5er. Looks like I'm your go for today.
Roger, Whiskey Alpha Tango fucking whatever.
You can call me Dingo if that's easier.
Dingo?
I ate a baby once. My insertion burn is coming up and comms may drop while I am in Atmo, but I will be feeding you my orbits so we can match V. You ready to save some people?
I have friends on that heap of cow tits. Let's fucking do this.
Yes, ma'am.
Lieutenant Commander Calsdottir.
Yes.
I am Tyrone Quilson.
Captain Quilson, of course.
I am meeting with you in my capacity as law speaker for the family. You understand what that means?
Of course.
Very good. I know my crew have seen to your injuries, and I trust they have kept you comfortable. Have you eaten? Slept?
Eaten? Yes. Slept? No. How are my crew? I'd like to speak with them and
I
double
have some
check.
of my people over there looking after everything. They are safe. I apologize for your seclusion, but felt it was best until we had a ruling from the Council of Captains.
The council? So we have to wait for the all thing.
No, we just adjourned. Don't look so confused. We convened a special session via White Line just for you.
I didn't know that was a possibility.
It is now. Even though there was a very high proxy count, I understand the logistics were still incredibly complicated and expensive. But I think the situation warranted it. I have the Council's rulings. Let's see. Per our law, you are entitled to hear the facts as I, as representative of the family, understand them. You joined the Build family with those you love, immediately upon returning from your wander 18 months ago. Given the rank of First Lieutenant, and almost immediately promoted to Lieutenant Commander and Second
Captain,
Officer.
with all due respect, you do not need to recount my own story back to me. I'm the one who told it to you.
Very well. Would you like the good news or bad news first?
The bad, I think.
As none of these facts are in dispute here, the Council agrees that you are guilty of mutiny. Almost the textbook definition, in fact.
But due to Captain Rand's negligent abuse and—
I understand that you felt justified in your actions. You made that very clear in your debriefing. But you did not have any legal authority to assume command, much less to do so with violence. The Council has affirmed this. People have been hurt, Etianne. Family have been killed. The Council is not setting aside your conviction or punishment in this matter.
Very well.
Your actions have brought to light a serious problem with the social conditions on the Build family with those you love. Problems that the greater family was unaware of due to the Build's continued absence from things in the last few quints. What you and your crew describe was hard to hear. After a heated deliberation, the Council of Captains is unable to see a way forward for your ship that is safe for all involved. As of this morning, the Build family with those you love has been stricken from our roster. It is no longer a ship of the family.
No, you can't. The people aren't to blame for— They're the victims here, and you want
Some
to—
are victims, some are abusers, some are both. This is unfortunate, but not a punishment for any of the individuals involved.
But you're going to break up a family—
We are going to get those people as much help as we can, Commander. Leaving them together in close quarters makes that harder. They all have connections to other ships, people who will take them in, where they can begin to heal.
Even Captain Rand?
No. He has also been stricken from the family roster. In fact, his name has been deemed necrotic. If any of his command staff...
They preferred Divine Circle.
If anyone uses his name as their own henceforth, they too will be stricken and expelled. All bonds with him are broken, dissolved, including his quote-unquote marriages, which I hope wouldn't be valid in any rate.
That's why he kept them away from the All Things. Well, one of the many reasons.
As for those who aided Rand in his...
abuse?
Yes, their fates will be left undecided until the next proper council session at the All Thing, although a new law speaker will handle that. I suspect, at the end of the day, Rand's will not be the only name we will be striking from this incident.
Okay. And Rand, he'll be exiled.
Oh, I would not inflict him even on the Ilko. Right now, I'm trying to decide if we can justify wasting the biomass by just spacing him.
Sounds like we've moved into the good news part.
Indeed.
And something occurs to me.
Yes.
Punishment for capital offenses, for example mutiny, are executed under the orders of the offender's commanding officer. If Rand is stricken, he's no longer captain, and his XO is dead. As second officer, I would be next in line. Am I to sentence myself?
An astute observation. You know the law we carry with us well.
I do my best.
Try this one on for size. You would be expected to sentence yourself. Except that, as I said, the Build family with those you love as a ship is no longer a legal entity.
And all crimes are against your ship.
As the governing sovereignty, yes.
So, the council is saying that I'm definitely guilty of a crime, but in a jurisdiction that no longer exists. Oh, and there's no one who can punish me, except perhaps myself.
If you would like to read intent into this, I believe the message is, you did the right thing, but please don't ever do this particular right thing again.
Got it.
Although I would not like to be the one standing in between you and doing the right thing.
So what now, Law Speaker?
Law Speaker no longer. That job is done. Meanwhile, a dozen ships are headed this way right now to pick up the refugees from what used to be the Build, and to help with the salvage efforts.
Salvage?
We find ourselves in possession of a good hull with a fine reactor. It is no longer a ship, but it would not do to let something so valuable languish unused. The brave the darkness to conquer it has volunteered to head up the chartering of the hull under a new name. Air the place out and give it a new, better start. Do you know the Braves captain, Ika Daneskin?
I'm afraid not.
They seem to know you, at least by reputation. They wanted to know if you would agree to head the salvage and charter process, the first task of which would be heading back over to the hull and interfacing with my crew members there to see that the needs of the refugees are met.
I think I'd be happy to help.
Excellent. If you think you could, you're welcome to get some sleep before going back on duty.
No, I couldn't. Not yet.
Understandable. Let's get to work then.
Well, you wanted a meeting? We meet.
And you are?
Captain Rondo Largeson of the Shoulder Your Burdens Together. At your service, madame.
I only just messaged the Enclave at Arcturus. I didn't expect one of y'all to be so close.
You were very fortunate. The Shoulder runs routes mostly between Tower and Mars. We docked here not 2 days ago. And there is no Perry in the system better qualified to answer the questions for you, madame. Provided they are the right ones.
Excuse me?
You have questions, yes? I have answers. I know many, many things.
Such as?
You have an hint of longbone. Born in Logi, but had it treated in use. That says Belter. And that you had a family. Freckles on the face, but pale hands. Only get that going exo in the inner system. Speaking of hands, yours are strong, rough, and hard worker. That heater at your belt is older than you, older than me. But it is clean and oiled, and your holster is a custom job. That could be just show, but the rest of your gear is cheap. So you are une tireuse sérieuse, a real shooter. Your ink is extensive, but it is not Bratva or Yakuza or prison work, so you are a mostly upstanding citizen with a dedication to an aesthetic. And from your eyes, let me see. Ah yes, a name is written in your eyes. Etta Hobb.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe you know some things. I go by Etta, though.
D'accord, I will make a note. What can I do for you today, Etta?
Well, you're right. I'm looking for some answers. I was lucky enough to have 4 parents. One is out there in the black, trying his best to get lost. The second found his end at the barrel of a gun. Well, a lot of guns. But the other 2, the ones who sired and birthed me, I lost them to one of yours. And now I want to know the story.
I will tell you what I can. Come, let us have drinks. What is your poison of choice?
I don't drink.
Coffee then.
Sure.
Pardon, Monsieur Barkeep. 2 coffee, if you please.
We do canned nitro. That good?
Mwah! Parfait. I long for it already. Now, madame, your sad story starts nearly 40 years ago. There was a ship. The ship for us is a family, a town, a nation. and it is tight together like this. Grasping hands holding each other in the void. We rely on each other. We help, we comfort, we fight, we fuck, we talk, we marry, we adopt. Everything. It is good, but I will not lie. Sometimes it is bad. Sometimes ships go bad. A sickness or a rot. People or a combination of people.
And this ship went bad?
One family, now two. And lots of bad blood between them. Of these two groups, one stayed with us, the Paladin, and the other left. I think you know the fate of those that did. You would have been young when the executions happened on Ganymede, but their echoes ring still through the system all these years later.
That rogue ship? The one that mulched those people?
It's the very same. And the captain of that group had an husband. The captain of the ones who stayed. But they split. Now exes. And the bad blood, as I said. And between these two, a child.
Oh, God damn it.
What?
You're going to excuse the murder of my birth parents on the killer's sad childhood?
No. You get ahead of me.
I can see where you're going, Largesson.
This story is not a rock in a vacuum, ma chère. Its trajectory is not inviolate. And you come to whom asking for the answers, yes?
I just need to know why they...
You ask the wrong questions, Hankskin. But I give you the answers anyway. This child grew up. Not an easy path, given their parents. And they left. Found their own way outside of our family. New name, new voice, new life. They left.
That's allowed?
We are no jailers. Lots of people leave to find a place they fit better. Or they find something or someone worth going for. Or they run from pain. No family is perfect.
And do you know where this one ran to?
Psst, what does it matter?
I just need to know.
What do you need to know?
Why?
Why what?
Why they killed my birth parents.
McClain, you seek the wrong answers.
What the fuck does that mean?
There is no why in death. There is a how, what good that is. If these deaths are a pin falling over, then there is a pin that fell just before, and 2 before that, and 4 before those, and then 8, and so on, until the start of everything. Perhaps I tell you every bit of the story, every pin back to the beginning of everything. And somehow you find, what, meaning? Purpose? You can find that with what you have now.
I could have had a life with them if they hadn't.
I think you have a life already. You have a father, yes?
Yeah. I had 2 for a bit.
How did you come to them?
Chance. After the cerulean cloud, Argyre took me, because I was alone. He helped people. That's what he always did. Wrapped me up in a survival blanket and tried to find a place where I'd be safe. Next port, he sees a ship registry with a name he recognized. Knew the owner, or thought he did. My grandfather had died in the meantime. Dad had inherited and hadn't changed the registry yet. But he had rescued a 100-kilo English Mastiff. There was a bit of tension when Big Stuff, our dog, found Argyre sneaking aboard. Might have gone bad, but Argyre didn't seem quite so threatening with baby me strapped to his chest in one of those holder things. They talk it over, and eventually Dad decides any friend of Henry Hobb is worth helping out, and agrees to take him as far as Mars. Apparently, Big Stuff and I really hit it off on the trip. When it was time to part, I cried whenever they tried to pull me off Big Stuff's back, and for his part, he started to get a bit snippy about it too. And that was that. I stayed with Dad. And Argyre kept checking in on us whenever he could. It was good.
Une belle vie, ma grande. Why go hunting for hurt when you already have a family?
It's just Dad now. And whatever dogs he's dragging through the system.
Ah yes, the barrel of the gun. Many guns, you say. Next, you go off to hunt your caller father's killer?
No, it wasn't that kind of fight. No one walked away.
How long did you have with him?
I was 15.
It is never easy. But to lose someone at that age, that can hang over a soul for a long time. But in your life, you carry his story now. And the story of your dad, and his father as well.
I feel like I'm missing some stories.
No one's collection is complete, but that can be good. The lives of our family can be an heavy burden. Perhaps hard to carry. But they are made lighter by sharing.
Look, if you're not going to answer my questions, then I may as well go.
For the right questions, I will have answers.
I want to find my parents' killers, Captain. Murderers who deserve justice.
What are you, a dragoon?
What is a dragoon?
The law speakers dragoons. We are like your rangers.
If you're like the Rangers, then you can't help me.
Don't be so sure, my grande. Go if you like, but this is my contract. Call on me again if you find the right questions.
Be right there. Oh, sorry about that. I was just running the extruder. Can I get you something? Oh, hello. I know you.
You do?
Yeah, of course I do. You're Zoya's mom.
I am. And you are the famous hack. You make quite the impression.
All I did was show the kids the ropes. Nothing fancy. Are y'all still on the reach for the lost to bring them home? Y'all must have just docked. I didn't see you on the mooring registry.
We did only just dock. Zoya actually transferred to the Enclave in preparation for their wander.
Well, they'll do great, I bet. They were a quick one. Oh, look at me wasting your time, John. What can I get you?
Well...
Oh, shoot. Actually, here. One sec. Here you go.
What is a heck menu?
My wife does, well, all of the fancy cooking, but she's out. So that's what I can make you. It's good, it's just not as,
Fancy?
Yep.
Honestly, not fancy suits me to a T. I recognize these. Grilled mac and cheese? Please.
Coming right up.
To be completely honest, I'm surprised you remembered me. We didn't even meet at Dark Taurus.
Oh, sure we did. You brought Zoya their lunch one day. I remember because they said you used to be an exo-welder.
I guess I just never expect to be remembered.
So, were you?
I sort of hope not.
What?
What?
Were you an exo-welder?
Oh, yes. A long time ago.
With the peregrination? I didn't think they had the dockyard that long.
No, long before I joined the family.
Careful with that. It's hot. So, where then? Sixon? UKLG? Delaney?
I started out LG, then Della... Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, what? Are you okay?
This is exactly right. Exactly how I remember it. Actual Yardie grilled mac and cheese? I haven't... Oh my god. I don't even...
Oh, okay. It's, oh jeez. Let me get you, here. Blow your nose on that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... sorry.
Oh, it's fine. My food used to make people cry all the time. Thought I'd gotten a bit better, but don't worry about it.
I should go. This was a mistake. How much do I owe you for the food?
No, it's fine.
No.
It's on the house.
I have to give you
really.
something.
It's
Here.
fine.
This is full. It should still be good. Thank you for the food. I'm going to just... Oh, fuck. Hello, Honoria.
Who's Honoria?
I am, dear. And you Last I heard, are supposed to be dead.
Very nearly. A couple of times. I'm so sorry, Honoria. I wish that I could have found a way to tell you.
If we're being so formal about things, Charlotte, this is Beatrice Novak Nygaard.
Wait, who's Beatrice?
You're Beatrice, heck. No shit had to hire a dog walker to find your paperwork, remember?
Oh yeah.
Fuck. Charlotte, heck. My wife. Heck, Charlotte. She was my mother, once upon a time.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have come. It would have been better if I just... I'll go, and you can just forget about me, and it'll be fine. I am so happy that you have such a beautiful life, Cat. I don't deserve to be proud of you, but I am.
You goddamn fucking right, you don't fucking deserve to be...
Cat, you're doing that thing again.
What?
You know, like we talked about. You told me to point it out. Are you really mad at your Charlotte? Or are you just feeling overwhelmed?
Yes, right. Fuck. Second one, I think.
Okay. Come here. Sit down. Breathe. Do you want something to do with your hands?
No. Thank you.
Oh, no you don't. Ma'am, respectfully, you're not going anywhere.
No, I really think it'd be better if I just left.
No. You're gonna sit right here, and when we're all a little calmer, we're gonna talk. Right, Cat?
Right.
Okay.
I don't even know where to begin asking questions.
I don't... Fuck if I know how to do this either. I'll tell you anything you want to know. Everything, if that's what it takes.
How about we start with the whole supposed to be dead thing?
I should be dead. Several times over. Did your father tell you how we met?
He did. He'd been clean for 20 years when he died, but he was candid about his past.
He always handled it better than I did. It makes sense that he could quit when it mattered. I couldn't. Not at the yard, anyway. It was everywhere. And the work... That poison nearly killed me twice. And I still couldn't. So I left. I don't even remember if I told anyone. I took a berth on the first ship I could afford. Tried to head to the Jovian system, make a new start there, and got diverted.
Diverted?
I don't really want to talk about that time. If you want to know what I can remember, but I don't want to burden you with that.
Oh. No, it's okay.
I was being moved to Thetis with some other people when the ship I was on attacked the Reach. They underestimated how tough family ships are, and they paid for it.
And that's how you found the peregrination?
Definitely more they found me, but yes. I was adopted, got clean, stayed clean, met Tosh, my husband, and Zoya. Built a life with them.
Fuck. Shit.
Are you okay, hon?
Yeah. It's fine. I'm just being stupid.
Your feelings aren't stupid, Cat.
It's childish.
You have a right to be childish sometimes.
It's just... Fuck. Okay, maybe I can grant that leaving was... Well, not right, but understandable. And then you were... I can't blame you for that, of course. But then...
I stayed away.
Why?
I was scared. Scared you'd hate me, because you should hate me. I don't deserve for things to be fixed. I broke them. I wasn't good enough, wasn't strong enough when it mattered. And now that things are better, it doesn't mean I should have come back and break them all over again.
So why now?
Zoya talked about you both a lot.
You made a big impression on them. And every time they talked about Heck and her cool chef wife, my heart stopped. I came just to confirm that your life had turned out as good as it sounded. That you were happy. I'm not here for forgiveness or absolution. I just wanted to know the little girl who deserved a better mom than me was all right. And you are. And I'm so glad.
Thank you.
For what?
I'm not sure. For coming. For telling me. For doing your best while you were here. Dad said the longest you stayed clean was while you were pregnant. Is that true?
Until I quit for good, yes.
Then thank you for that too.
I don't deserve that.
I don't care about deserve. You did that. It was hard and it was for me. Thank you. The rest of it, I can't say it doesn't matter because of course it matters. You're not perfect. No shit wasn't perfect. I'm not perfect. Heck's not... No, actually, Heck's perfect. But for the rest of us, we have to live with the fallout of our own greatest mistakes. Me hating you isn't fallout we need to deal with.
You don't hate me?
No. I don't know where we go from here, but I don't hate you.
Thank you. Would it be okay? I think I need some time to...
Yeah, me too. Can I have your comm dress?
Yes, of course. Here. That is one of the blue line portals for the family network. I'll have your access set up. And there's a backup personal one too. I can only check that when we're in port though. Oh, or of course Zoya is on Arcturus as a backup. They don't know all this yet, but I'm calling them first thing when I'm back.
Okay. Perhaps tomorrow you'd like to come back? I could cook.
Of course I'd love that. Whatever you're comfortable with.
I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yes. Tomorrow. I'll call before I head over. Thank you.
You okay, hon?
I need a hug.
Oh, of course.
All forearms, please. Very tight.
I gotcha.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you, Beatrice Novak Nygaard.
Anything for you, Honoria Nygaard Novak?
Nope. Don't like that. 3 full names makes me feel like an assassin. And not one of the cool ones.
Whatever you want, Caterpillar.
Oh my god, now you sound like no shit.
Well, how about Kitty Cat?
No, thank you.
Smugbug?
Warmer. Hit me again.
Larva.
God damn, you're heavy.
Lieutenant?
Who?
You?
Sorry. I've been a few different ranks, and it's been a long, however long it's been. Sorry, I'm not at attention. I've got this monkey on my back.
Oh my. Who's this little one?
I couldn't get his name. He signs at my USO as rusty as a boat now. He was in the last batch I pulled off the platform before it, well, sank. I think he's lost his folks. Well, they lost him. He was upset to put it mildly. I was taking him around to the refugees we've got on board to see if anybody recognised him. The piggyback ride calmed him down, and then, well, you can see.
Out like a light.
I would kill to set him down, but then he might wake up and be all, you know.
You can't hold him all night. When did you last sleep?
In the brig, I think.
That was at least 40 hours ago. I think we better risk it. Here, I've got his shoulders. There we go. Okay, he's down, but now we're trapped.
Infinitely better than 10 seconds ago. Thank you, Captain.
In the circumstances, Amity is fine.
Okay, call me Dingo then.
Dingo? How'd you get that one?
It's 'cause I'm adorable, but feral.
Sure it is. I know Flybeast. Deep down, it's secretly stupid.
How would you know?
I was one. About 1,000,000 years ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You said you served with my dad. Do you want one of these?
Please. We flew Thunderbolt 4s during the Martian revolts.
Were you there when he...
Yes.
How many did we get? Today, I mean.
Too chaotic to get a perfect count. Nearly 1,000.
Oh, okay.
I still can't believe High Command wanted us to sit by and do nothing.
Whoever knows why the top brass does anything? People's brains leak out their ears the moment someone pins an oak leaf or better on your collar. No offense.
There are luxuries in being the one to follow orders instead of giving them. And the righteousness of anyone who still wears bars is one of them.
You think we're bad? You should hear the non-coms.
I'm worried. I asked Command where we should take the refugees now, and they've gone silent.
Could just be fighting about where. You've got to take them somewhere.
One would think, yes. The earth, a brittle globe of glass, lies in the hollow of thy hand, and through its heart of crystal pass, like shadows through a twilight land, the spears of crimson-suited war.
Shakespeare?
Oscar Wilde.
Ah, right. I get them mixed up.
I'm going to extricate myself from your charge now. I apologize, Lieutenant, if that wakes him.
He has to wake up eventually.
Don't we all?
40 hours from a bed. I quite fancy sleeping till the sun goes red. In fact, I'm crashing right here.
A well-deserved rest.
I want in.
You want into what?
The operation you're planning at Tethys.
No such thing.
Aunt Luce, do not bullshit me.
Etta, I am not at liberty to discuss.
The 5th and 6th Port Guard fleets, and the Marines 1st and 5th, plus enough marshals to form a battalion, all staging here at Titan. Hiding under the cover of the Peregrination ships here for their let's have a giant party thing.
Why in the system would the Peregrination let the Port Guard use their all thing as cover?
'Cause they're in on it. When you do whatever it is you're planning, their warships are going along. Probably a load of their dragoons, too. Tethys is the trafficking capital of the system, and that's your ghost of your father came to you one night fucking mission. So don't play like I don't know what's plain as day.
And you want in?
Goddamn right I do.
First of all, just no. Second, you're a civilian with no place in an operation like this.
Third, you might get hurt, or worse, and that would upset your dad. Fourth, if I let you get anywhere near this, then Argyre will appear from the great beyond that he didn't believe in and fucking kill me.
If you were alive, do you think anything, up to and including the mother of all Samuels, would keep him from worming his way into this and helping?
That doesn't mean I have to let you get yourself killed.
I can handle myself.
Getting your Solar Scout gold pin does not make you a soldier.
You know I can shoot. You taught me.
And now I wish I'd listened to your fathers and told you no when you asked. Besides, knowing how to shoot, knowing how to fight, and most importantly, knowing how to survive a fight have less overlap than you imagine. Tethys isn't going to be as simple as a fight. It's going to be chaos. We've been working up to this for years, Etta, but there is no way to soften an entire moon full of the worst people you can imagine enough that this won't be the biggest Kessler the system has ever seen. It's a nasty thing we have to do, and it will not be quick or clean. Your hands don't need this blood on them.
You know my history, Aunt Luce. But for luck, it'd be me on that rock. I'd have grown up in that hellhole if I'd even lived long enough to grow. If there's even a chance I could help.
Etta, I know this seems important to you, but I can't let you be part of it. My answer is no, and it will stay no.
Fine. I don't need your permission to do what's right.
Etta!
Miss! You can't come in here!
Where's Captain Largeson?
Who is looking for him?
Ma grande, I heard you were on Titan. Let her through, Cateskin. I know Miss Hankskin well. We have had many talks. She is my special guest. Come. We will sit in the shadows and shoulder your burdens together. You will drink some hull-safe coffee, a family specialty, and we will talk.
I want in on the Tethys operation, Rondo.
We will not be coy. We need more good people for that. But you would be a gift from work.
That sounds bad.
Sometimes not. That is the problem. You can never be so sure. So, you are always tempted. Have you found the right questions yet?
Ugh. What questions should I be asking, Rondo?
That one is a very good start.
Fuck off.
You always ask about your birth parents' killer, but you will not find what you want down that particular path.
How do you know what I want?
What do you want?
Justice, maybe?
There's no such thing as justice. There is only today and tomorrow. And the question, what good can we do?
Fuck that. You're a dragoon. You should know better than anyone. Someone kills someone, they have to face the consequences.
What are the right consequences? That gun on your hip?
No.
If I produced your parents' killers, called Remy Rook and say, "Dear old devil, bring me those that my friend seeks." Poof, they stand before you. What do? Call the Rangers? Send them to the Atoma? Punch them? Scream at them? What?
I don't know.
It hurts, yes? Thinking about it?
Yeah.
Pain has purpose. You touch a hot pipe, burn your fingers. The pain protects you. Makes you draw your hand back. The pain remains, so you put it in cold water to take the heat away. The pain lingers for a while, a warning not to use that hand. But when you are healed, the pain goes. It has a purpose until it does not. Then it should go.
So if it still hurts, then I'm not healed?
Pain of the heart, sometimes it stays. The pain protects us, so we hold on to it. It was useful. It felt right. It becomes part of us. The pain and what comes from it. The anger, the guilt, the sorrow. We grip it like a dagger to fight the void. But sometimes all that dagger does is cut us. Wisdom is knowing when the pain has purpose.
If it doesn't, how do you get it to stop?
Forgive.
No. They got away with murder. literal murder. I can't.
No, ma baby perdu. You can forgive them if the dagger of your anger finds its tip in your heart. But I spoke not of your birth parents' killers. Forgive yourself.
What?
For finding a new family. For growing up tall and strong without them. For not remembering them. For living. Forgive yourself for that, Etta Hankskin.
I need a second.
D'accord, of course. Drink your coffee. It is hard to drink coffee and cry.
If you did your poof thing from before,
Oui?
I just want to ask, what were they like? I don't know anything about them.
Finally, that, ma grande, is the right question. And it breaks my heart that I do not have that answer. I cannot give you anything of your birth parents. I do not even know their names.
I know. Thank you anyway.
But I have something else. I knew your grandfather.
Henry Hobb?
Oui, you bear his name. Passed to you down the line, so I'm sure you heard stories. Do you know about his time with the family?
No, he never told Dad much about that.
Then this ghost I can give. I was born on the path unnoticed in unsafe space when he lives there. Would you like to hear about him?
Okay. Yes, please.
Bien. Have another all-safe coffee, ma grande. Although I warn you, it is very strong. Now, he was a great man, your grandfather. He fought like a tiger, but he also was a teacher. He taught us to fight. I was scared of him at first because he always looked so angry. But that was just his face. Underneath, there was a warm man, strong and proud. I think he would be proud to see you with his name. This one time, he was showing us how to fight in the RG. It's a big guy.
Thank you for listening to Fable of the Family. This episode, They Will See Us for Miles, was written, directed, and edited by Scott Paladin.
Dingo Navia is voiced by Kirsty Woolven.
Etianne Toraswife is voiced by Christina McClain.
Etta Hobb is voiced by E. Marie Davis.
Hadama Bright was played by Rebecca Krause.
Rondo Largeson is voiced by Jean Kennard.
Charlotte Zua's mother is voiced by Madia Pincaro.
Marshall Luce Brackett is voiced by Emma Johanna Purinen.
With additional voice work by Hera Alexander, Ariel Click, Emma Laslett, Lou Sutcliffe, Jordan W. Anderson, and Lindsay Zana. Our theme, The Elegy for Amity, was arranged by Amy Young, with lyrics by Scott Paladin, and vocals by Lindsay Zana and the Void Choir. You can find links to learn more about our cast and crew in the show notes, and more information at our website, breathingspace.lawofnames.com. Fable of the Family is a joint production of Law of Names Media and the Library of Cursed Knowledge.